How do you run an effective email marketing campaign for your MSP? And did you know that email marketing has one of the highest ROIs in digital marketing? Yet most MSPs either never use any email marketing or they are completely taken back by how to do it, the strategy that they need to implement, the tools that they need. And I want to help you in this video absolutely crush your marketing goals this year, especially as we're getting into 2025. So before I get into today's video, my name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether that's sales training, marketing training, or even some business operations. Before I get into today's video, I do want to mention just two really quick things. One, if you haven't checked out our MSP Heroes podcast, I would highly recommend checking it out. It's available on Apple, Google, Spotify. It's MSP Heroes. You can look it up. And I just did a private episode on there of how to create and how to start an MSP in a niche and be wildly successful. It's about 45 minutes long. It is pure gold. Something I'm going to start doing every once in a while, just a little extra over there on the podcast platform. And number two is there are tons of resources on our website. We work really hard to put out just tons of free resources, materials that you guys can use to help you grow your business. Head over to growth-generators.com, and then you could go to /resources, or up top, go to resources, scroll down, and you will see tons and tons of free templates, free tools, everything like that that will help you grow your MSP. Jump over there, grab some things that'll help you grow and truly be wildly successful. Maybe a little bonus. Come hang out with us in the Discord. We are past 900 members. That is mind-blowing to me. You can join it for free if you'd like. growth-generators.com/Discord. So let's talk about running a successful email marketing campaign, because believe it or not, it's not that hard, but if you do it wrong, it becomes very challenging. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to define our goals. Now, I know that sounds kind of silly, and you're probably thinking, Harrison, what goals? My goal is to get new customers. My goal is to make more money. Yes, it is, but there's important things to understand, right? Are we looking to generate leads? Are we looking to nurture existing clients? Are we looking to promote our services? Are we literally just building the brand and building brand awareness and building that trust? Some other great examples of goals is announcing a new service that you might be offering, whether that's cybersecurity, BDR, the list can go on and on and on, or maybe an industry-specific service that you just developed and you are launching. You also might want to use it to educate your prospects about the benefits of your managed service provider company, right? And the benefits of managed IT, because there are a ton. That's why you're watching this channel. Or you might just be looking to convert those cold leads into warm prospects. And the list truly can go on and on. But I wanted to just give you some examples, because depending on how you actually use it and what your goal is going to play a lot in how effective this is going to be and what we're going to do to actually craft it. But now we actually have to go through and build your email. Now I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm not going to walk you guys through how to actually go build an email, but some tools that I like and don't like. Now I threw MailChimp on here because I feel like everybody starts a MailChimp account at some point in their life and then switches over to a big boy marketing platform. Now you guys all know that I absolutely love Go High Level. There is an affiliate link down below, but I truly love Go High Level. I built our entire business on it, and it comes in our membership, MSP Heroes, but it is truly the best. After going through just about every platform out there, Go High Level consistently seems to just win me over every single time. Now, other ones that you could use is HubSpot, which is another great platform. And if you're like, hey, Harrison, I don't want a CRM. I just want the best email marketing platform out there that doesn't have that CRM feature. I personally like ActiveCampaign. I think their email marketing is truly one of the best, other than Go High Level. But hey, that's me. Personally, I think it's a really good platform. I truly like the platform, but Go High Level consistently wins me over. But how do we actually go through and build it? Well, building an email on any of these platforms is actually pretty simple, but we have to think about a couple different things. We have to craft something that is a high quality email, not something where somebody's going to right in the junk pile or click delete. We want something that's truly going to kind of get people excited about it. But even before we do that, we have to build our email list. And it's important to consistently keep building our email list, because the more people that we get on our email list, the more different types of marketing that we can actually try, and the different types of emails that we can send out to see if they work. But how do we go about building our email list? Well, inside of growth-generators.com/resources, there is a mega marketing cheat sheet full of examples of lead magnets and white papers. But you want to do things that when people land on your website, they feel inclined to give their contact information. Hopefully, in a dream world, first name, last name, email address, phone number are the four golden ones that we could possibly get. But hey, if you're just starting out, just getting emails is not the worst thing. You could offer those white papers, checklists, trainings, network audits, cybersecurity checklists if you want to get even more specific, but find out what you could provide that would be hugely beneficial to people visiting your website, especially if you're niche down. I promise you, you could probably come up with some really good ideas of things to make them that they would truly, truly appreciate. But you want to capture those on your website, and also other avenues that you could leverage: webinars, partnering with other companies, maybe doing a combined demo, webinar, training, anything like that. Lunch and learns are also a great one, but there's truly a bunch of different ways that you could do this. Now, I also recommend really not paying for lists and buying lists. We want to focus on organic. Now, cold emailing is a whole different category, and it is something that you absolutely can do. But when they jump on your email list organically, they see something on your website that they like, the engagement is going to be much higher. The conversion rate is going to be much, much, much higher. So these are important things to know as you grow. Now, you're also going to need to segment your audience. It's important. We need to make sure that we have, hey, this person's specifically interested in this. This might be a small business. This might be a niche. This might be a specific industry I'm focusing on. This might be a prospect versus a existing customer. All of these are important. Now, I can speak from experience. Inside of HubSpot, you can use if, else, or and, or statements to build out an email list or a segment. In Go High Level, you can build that out through tagging. In MailChimp, you can also do that through tagging. An Active Campaign is also through tagging. But they all ultimately kind of have their own process around it. But really, the ultimate goal is to just be able to say, hey, I don't want to send this email out to everybody. I want to send this email out to a small segment of people who are much more likely to engage with my email, my content, versus not being engaged. Especially if they're cold, they're probably going to just hit delete, put it in spam, whatever it may be. But now, after we've decided, hey, I want to build out an email address, or build out an email. I want to build out an email. I know who I want to target. What's the next thing that we have to do? We have to craft a great subject line. Now, subject lines are really important. You have about 60 to 65 characters that you can use, but you want to keep it short and you want to keep it engaging. One of the best things that I always recommend people to do is look at your inbox. If you're getting marketed to, start to look at what catches your eye. What's interesting? What do you find? Is your business ready for cyber attacks? Are you prepared for the ultimate disaster? Office burning down, metaphorically or physically, we have your back. Truth be told, you can get creative with it. Don't go too far. One of my favorite things, especially if I'm looking for a lot of engagement, and you guys know that I absolutely love giving out golden nuggets, but first, you have to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. My favorite subject line ever is actually only 2 words. Quick question. That's it. It's enough for somebody to... What's that question? Click, they open the email, and then they have the ability to actually read it. But try to personalize it as much as you can, which is also why segmenting it down is really, really important. After you come up with your subject line, and you could even A/B test these, we have to come up with, you guessed it, the body content. We want to always be providing value. Everywhere we can, we just need to sprinkle a little value in there. That could be tips, industry news, educational content. Anything that provides value is important, or things that are happening right now are also great things to provide. You also want to use storytelling. Bring the person through an experience if you can. If you stink at writing, I almost failed. Actually, I failed English at one point in my life. It's okay. You can use ChatGPT. Take this email, turn it into a story, please. And it'll turn it into a story. Might need some extra information in there, but I promise you, you can do it. And the most important thing in there, after you write the entire email, is to make sure you have a call to action. Now, that call to action could be anything from downloading a resource to learning more to scheduling a consultation, booking a meeting, sending an email back, whatever it might be. It's up to you, but I cannot tell you how many times I have seen people that are like, my emails aren't converting, and there's no call to action in there. It's crazy to me. No matter what it is that you're doing, you got to make sure that the person that reads it has something to do after it. Even if it's all about providing value, they might be interested in learning a bit more. Now, as far as designs go, if you've gotten an email from me, you know my designs are super, super basic. It is plain text. I want the most amount of emails to reach your inbox. Keep it simple. Make sure it's mobile friendly. If you do a test email and it looks like crap on your mobile device, you have problems. I promise you. And if you want to get a little crazy, use a couple visuals, maybe an icon, maybe a chart, something of that nature. Be simple. The more visuals you put in, the beefier the email, the more inboxes are more, or the more servers are more likely to reject it. It is proven over and over and over again. And if you're looking for some ideas as far as emails to send out, newsletters is always a good one. If you actually are consistent with putting out newsletters, service updates, educational services, based on, hey, you want to get better at this? Here's 5 steps to be better at IT security. 5 steps to making a good password. Whatever it is, find what works for you. And then you want to automate. I love being lazy, and I'm sure you like being lazy. Who doesn't like being lazy? Yes, it's good to do exciting things and do things that grow the business, but the more we can automate, the better. We can't think about everything. It'd be great if we could, but unfortunately, that's just not how we work. We want to automate as much as we can. Put the work up front. Build it out. You can automate any one of the platforms that I've mentioned, from MailChimp to Go High Level, ActiveCampaign, HubSpot. You can do it all in there. You can welcome them. You could do any kind of automation, from a welcome campaign to drip campaigns to nurturing cold leads, re-engaging old prospects or inactive clients or clients that you might have lost. Get creative with it. But these, you can automate so much. Hey, if they download this specific thing, they're going to get these specific emails, and then boom, this is the specific result that I want this person to take. It is that simple, I promise you, but it does take a little bit of work to actually set it up. But now, how do we know it's working, right? You guys know that I am all about giving value here. We have to analyze, and we have to have some good data. Every single platform out there is going to give you analytics and metrics to track. What you decide to consider as important is up to you. There's open rates, click-through rates, unsubscribe rates, bounce rates, conversion rates. The list goes on and on and on. Find what you care about. I know that sounds crazy because you probably care about all of those things, but if you're like, hey, I don't care, I'd rather you unsubscribe, because if you unsubscribe, that means you're not going to be a good fit for us anyway. That's totally fine. And all of these platforms offer A/B testing. You can A/B test everything. The subject line, the content in the email, what they're actually visiting, the landing page they actually visit after they click on the email. But you should always be testing. It is so crazy important. And in many cases, it's included with these softwares. It takes an extra couple minutes to set up an A/B test, and the data that you're going to get back is going to make your life a million times easier and make your marketing truly, truly effective when it comes to this. And last but not least, I want to give you just a couple quick tips before, hopefully today, you go out and you start setting this up. Be careful with CAN spam, GDPR, depending on where you're actually located and what rules and regulations you actually have to follow. Make sure you personalize it. If you could put a name in there, industry-specific content, things that really connect with the person and feel like, wow, this wasn't mass manufactured, is really important. And don't oversend. I know that sounds crazy because most MSPs will not send any emails, but when you start sending emails, start with like 1 or 2 a week, and then you could ramp up. But truly, most people, if you just go from 0 to 5 emails per week, people are going to get a little shaken up over it. It becomes a little too much. We have to make sure that we leverage both. And as you progressively grow, make sure that you combine your email marketing with other channels. That could be ads, retargeting ads, whatever it might be that you decide, hey, people can get crazy and even do mailers or anything else like that. Find what works for you. Use email marketing as the core. It is the best, cheapest, most effective way to get in front of prospects, to get in front of your leads, to get in front of your customers, to either upsell, sell, cross-sell, downsell, whatever selling that you want to do. There is a direct proportion to it, and it is one of the most cost-effective ways to market your MSP business. So if you've learned something, I appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Some of you animals, and I say that in the most loving way, you're writing first, second down below. I absolutely love the energy. These videos go live at 7 a.m. Eastern. I try to do 5 days a week. Sometimes I'm a little late on them, or I press the wrong button. But truly, that at like 7 a.m. when I wake up, sometimes I like to sleep in a little bit more, but I wake up and I see that, I know today is going to be the best day ever, and it's because of you guys. So I appreciate that out of all of you guys. If you learned something, leave a comment down below. If you think I missed something, leave a comment down below. If you just want to say hi, leave a comment down below. I love the heck out of every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.